What's going on, everybody? I hope you are having a happy Thanksgiving. I know last week I did not do a Throwback Thursday. I apologize. I think I spent, I remember now, my wife and I, we both had the day off. So we went out, had a good lunch in the afternoon, went out and saw that garbage movie, The Marvels. I didn't particularly like it. If you liked it, more power to you. No hate from me, but we did not particularly care for it. Unfortunately, it feels that Marvel and the Marvels quality is kind of dropping quite exponentially, and we just did not enjoy ourselves. Anyway, that's enough about that. So I didn't do a video last week, so I wanted to make sure to do a video this week. Like I said, it's Thanksgiving. I hope you guys are having a wonderful holiday for those that celebrate it. Hopefully you got to travel, visit some family, or maybe some family came into town to visit you. Myself, we're not doing very much. We're just pretty much staying to ourselves. Whoever's already here, we're just going to have a happy Thanksgiving dinner. We already have the turkey and all the traditional stuff, and we're just going to watch some football. Anyway, what we have for you today for Throwback Thursday, I think this is the first time for the channel. We're going to open up the inaugural edition of the 1991-1992 Upper Deck Basketball, NBA Basketball. NBA season has started. We have the Victor Wembanyama hunt going on. We have, I guess, the Thompson twins out there. I never thought I'd say that name again after all these years. For those of you growing up in the 80s, you guys know exactly who I'm talking about. But this one is kind of near and dear to my heart. I remember when I was started collecting, I was doing the Upper Deck baseball and the Topps baseball. But then Upper Deck decided to jump into the world of basketball. And I had a whole lot of fun with these because I was a huge fan of basketball. That was actually my number one sport. I played it all the time. I watched it all the time. Didn't matter what teams were on. I just watched it. I knew every player, every player's name. And when the basketball came out, I went absolutely nuts. I still have a few cards from way back then now. Not in as good as condition as they probably should be. So, went out there to good old eBay a few months ago and bought the 1991-1992 edition. Obviously, the best card out there is going to be anything related to Michael Jordan. And hopefully we can sleeve those up, and maybe they're not too off-center. This is back in the junk wax era, and quality wasn't the greatest. As long as they cut them up and threw them out there, it was considered okay. I think one of the other things is they also had some holograms out there of, scoring titles and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to look for those as well, especially the Michael Jordan ones. Hopefully they'll be pretty good. So we're going to open this bad boy up. Try and do it quickly. Try to keep it below 30 minutes. Hopefully you guys will stay along for the entire time. But first, if you like these kind of videos, hit that like button. Help the channel grow. And if you really like these kinds of videos, as well as anything current, I do just about a little bit of everything. You can hit that subscribe button and watch more videos like these. Alright, that was the spiel. We are 3.5 minutes in. We're going to go ahead and rip this bad boy open. It was nice and sealed. Had a few openings right here I noticed, but hopefully nobody's really had a chance to dig into it and reseal. It says Upper Deck, so I'm going to take it for its word that this hasn't been touched. I remember these used to be, I think, $1 a pack. And then they did like some locker boxes and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to try and get I think I have the high edition as well, where you had to try to find the Jerry West autographs, the basketball heroes. So that'll be fun to do. But here we have, I think, 36 packs, 15 cards per pack. So we're going to have a whole lot of cards here. We're going to have a huge stack of cards. So we're going to see how this goes and try and have some fun. It was back in the day where they used to give you a ton of cards for a little bit over $1. So, like I said, we're going to try and do this pretty quickly. I do have some sleeves here, some top loaders. So if we find any Michael Jordans or Magic Johnsons, or I can't remember if there was an SP, a short print here. I think it was probably when Magic Johnson and Larry Bird both retired the same year. So that might be the the SP we're going to look for. So we'll make sure to put that one off to the side as well. But nothing along the lines of Cross, no Deion Sanders or Tom Selleck or anything like that. So we're going to try and burn through these real quick. Alright, so we have a Clyde. Oh yeah, I forgot. These are where everything's flipped all around. Oh, we got a Magic Johnson All-Star. That's pretty cool. Got a checklist. Charles Smith. What? Ken Norman. Michael Williams. Wow. Who remembers him? Michael Williams. Brian Shaw. And then Chris Morris. So, like I said, I hope you guys are having a good Thanksgiving. We have 3 football games scheduled for Thanksgiving. Personally, I'm looking forward to the San Francisco game. Looks like they've got things back on track. We have a Bird checklist. That's pretty cool. David Robinson. But we also have Dallas playing, unfortunately. For a minute, I thought that was... I was like, wait, this is not the year Shaquille came out. Duckworth. Oh, we have him alone. Oh, we have a Charles Barkley. That's pretty cool. And then James Edwards. So I'll go back and grab old Charles later on. Oh, terrible. But yeah, looks like the night game is going to be 49ers. So hopefully, and I think it's against the Seahawks. So that's going to be a fun game. Not sure if Geno Smith is playing or not, but really looking forward to it. Oh, another Duckworth. That's a heck of a last name. Man, these cards are... They're not necessarily stuck, but they were definitely... Oh, Kevin Johnson, KJ. And you remember that one time he dunked over Hakeem Olajuwon? Oh, we're also going to look for, I think, Sean Kemp. I think his rookie card was in here. Sam Bowie. KJ again. Oh, we got a Bird. That's pretty cool. Oh, man. So what are you guys eating for Thanksgiving? Like I said, we're doing the traditional thing. We're doing the turkey, mashed potatoes, cornbread stuffing. We're actually having some cornbread as well. We're doubling up on the cornbread, mac and cheese and what have you. But there's been a few years. Oh, we have a Jordan checklist, and actually, those actually sell for pretty well. But it looks a little off-centered. It looks like it's a little bit more right to left. So, but we're going to sleeve that one up. That's our first Jordan of the evening. So we'll put that one off to the side. We're going to put that right out of the shot here. But right there is our first Jordan. But back to Thanksgiving. We've gone some years where we just didn't feel like doing the whole turkey and everything. I think one year we just put out a bunch of like finger foods on the table and said, everybody just eat whatever you want. Like a vegetable plate and a fruit plate and, you know, different other finger foods, you know, taquitos, nachos, wings and stuff. We just made that and just sat it out all day and let people just eat their fill. Chips and what have you. That was a fun year. So, oh, we have a Magic Johnson All-Star again. Wow. We're loading up on the Magic Johnsons. Joe Dumars, who's handing out punishment now on the NBA. I think he just hit up what's his face, Draymond Green with a huge 5-game suspension. John Starks, I was a fan of his. Speaking of Draymond, do you think his suspension was long enough? Honestly, I think it should have been probably at least 10 games. I mean, he put the dude in a headlock and and pulled him across the court. I mean, that was pretty flagrant. I don't know what word you want to use, but it was pretty outrageous. I was like, man, this dude is he's a little off his rocker. David Robinson, All-Star. Mikhail. Mark Eaton. Oh, it was Sean Elliott. Cliff Robinson. I forget, is this the year where number 1 was Larry Johnson? Our number 1 rookie? Johnson and what's his face? The old, you know who I'm talking, Dikembe Mutombo. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for reminding me, folks. I think those were guys who were the rookies this year. Well, I guess we'll find out. Is it? With all these All-Stars, I'm trying to figure out if this is the high series or what. We have a KJ again. Paxson. We got a Paxson. Well, that's a low-numbered card. Isaiah again. I have to admit, I wasn't too big of a fan of Isaiah. He was on the Pistons, and they beat up my Lakers in '89. Coleman. Scott Skiles. Mike Brown. Rolando. I think that was like our 5th Joe Klein. Hershey Hawkins. And then we have Chris Mullin. And for our last pack of our first stack, oh, we have Dumars again. We are loading up on the Dumars. Charles Barkley. Man, he looks happy. Gary Payton there. Mikhail. There's Scott Williams. Man, that one, I won't say it's a print line, but definitely doesn't look good. I'm glad that was an important player. If that was our only Jordan with that big old dent there. Yeah, I'll tell you what, these foil packs are kind of unforgiving. Alright, Derek Smith. I thought that was Xavier McDaniel there for a minute. Alright, so yeah, we do have the draft picks here. Steve Smith. So we should come across Larry Johnson there eventually. Scott Livingston. Well, you got Dennis Rodman. Reggie Miller. Man, there's some big names in this pack. Wayman Tisdale. And Bernard King. So far, no holograms. Not like baseball, where we would get a team hologram pretty much every pack. Got Vladdy. And 2 Nate McMillans in a row. Goodness gracious. But they won't do that with the Jordan. Eddie Jackson, or Eddie Johnson. And then we have Brad Daugherty. Man, this one's pretty rough right here. Man, Oh, we have a Magic's moment. That was number 29, so it wasn't an SP. Oh, look at that. We pulled a Larry Johnson. Now that one is a hit. Now looking at that, it looks decently centered to me. Corners are looking pretty good. So we'll consider that one a hit. That was when he was with the Running Rebels and got picked up by Charlotte. And then after that, he went to the Knicks, I believe. Another Livingston. Oakley. Dennis Scott. Because I think Charlotte got 2 #1 picks in a row, didn't they? They got Larry Johnson one year, and then they got Alonzo Mourning the following year. They were still pretty much an expansion team at the time. I think they came out, they joined the league in, what, 1989? So, oh, we got a Bird versus Chuck Person. Now we have the checklist for the draft. Then we have a Magic versus Jordan. So we'll consider that one a bit of a hit since it's got Jordan on it and Magic Johnson before he left the league and came back like 3 or 4 times in those early 90s. Alright, AC Green. BJ Armstrong. Not going to say any jokes here, folks. Reggie Miller. And we have Scott Williams and Henry James. We are hitting... Ooh, we are hitting the 17-minute mark. We are trying to keep this below 30 minutes. There's a good chance we might not make it. Especially with me fumbling opening these cards. Wow. I don't know if you can see that. It's got another huge print line right there, right down the middle. Wow. It was like a roller line or something. Manute Bowl. And Bill Cartwright. Ooh, Dominique Wilkins. The Human Highlight. McKee and Kristawiak. We have gone halfway through this box. And still no base Michael Jordan. And I didn't see a base Magic Johnson either. I only saw some of the side things, All-Star and what have you. Stacey King, Sally. Oh, we got a Hakeem. Isaiah Thomas base. I have to say this is so much different than opening up modern packs, because obviously a blaster box, you know, or even a hobby box, you'd be almost done at the moment. Here it feels like a lot of work. So Olajuwon and Ewing. I was a huge fan of Patrick Ewing. D. Brown. That was when he won the Slam Dunk Championship with the no-look dunk. He had the Reebok pumps on it. You see the little pumps right there? A little bit of history lesson. Those are actually little pumps that will pump up air inside the shoe. Oh, we have Horace Grant. So, let me know, anybody in the comments, if you had any of those Reebok pumps growing up back in the 90s. I did not have any back then. That was back when shoes, I think, pretty much crossed the $100 mark, or pretty close back in the days. And unfortunately, I just didn't have that kind of funds to spend on shoes like that. But I mean, they were cool for the time. I mean, everybody was a big fan of those, and when he won them wearing those shoes, man, everybody even more wanted to get some of those. We have another Magic versus Jordan here, so we're gonna sleeve that one up. Yeah, I believe the two most popular shoes at the time were the Air Jordans, which everybody wanted, and then the pumps. We have another horse. I think we had every bull except for Jordan here. I think this box knows I was looking for him. We have another Dumars. And Dwayne Campbell. So we are close to hitting the halfway mark. Man, this is pretty rough. So do you guys have any other Thanksgiving traditions that you would like to share? Ooh, we have a Sean Kemp checklist. So, things you like to do before or after during the Thanksgiving weekend. I will admit, in the past, my wife and I were, I won't say we were big fans, but my wife was a big proponent of doing the Black Friday shopping, going out there and dealing with the crowds and stuff. Personally, for a while, we got halfway through and nothing too big there. We did see a Clyde Drexler there, so we were halfway through. But if you like this, by all means, hit that like button. We'll keep it going. But for a while there, I avoided it. But for the most part, we've been able to manage it to where we can experience it without having to deal with insane crowds. You know, we're not trying to get the TV or the TV for, you know, the 80-inch TV for $200 or what have you. A lot of times we'll go there for, you know, some stuff that the stores will have plenty of. So we'll go about an hour or two after the lines open, and a lot of times the stores are completely empty. So we'll just walk through and pick and choose what we want. All right, Magic Johnson. We have Grant Long. Dennis Hobson. Well, yeah, I do remember a few years, a long time ago, this was the early 2000s, where my wife convinced me to go, and it was just absolute chaos. No fights or anything like that you would see in the news or anything like that, but still incredibly crowded and incredibly crazy. And, you know, standing out there at 5 in the morning in the cold. And, for the most part, I just don't like being in huge crowds of people. But once things got better managed by the retailers, then it was something I could handle. But for the most part, you know, back in the day, I would just go in there and buy some games, buy some movies on Blu-ray or DVD. You know, that shows how old that was. Now with everything streaming, I don't have to do that anymore. So still buy some games. But now you can buy most of your stuff online, you know, days before Black Friday. So I opt to do that. You know, I'll either go there and pick it up, or or just wait till it's shipped to me. I'm in no rush. So all right, well that was it for that pack. That pack didn't really have much of anything. But tell me, what do you guys like to do? Do you guys like to do the Thanksgiving movie? Take the family out, or bowling, or just going out, or watching the Thanksgiving Day parade? We have Karl Malone. Oh, Bill Lane Beer. Not bad. Now that's a Barkley. Barkley, that's a cool one. Now I will tell you something. So I went to high school in Hawaii for a few years, and when you watch I guess it's the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, I believe, where they'll show you know how it's celebrated in Hawaii and all that kind of stuff, and you'll see people say Happy Thanksgiving. Well, back in the day, that was actually filmed in September during the Aloha Day Parade. So Even though it's September, you know, whenever we saw the cameras, we had to say Happy Thanksgiving. All right, we have a Michael Jordan. I think this is All-Star. Is this a checklist? Yeah, and it's got a little ding here in the corner, so I don't think that'll pass, unfortunately. So that was back in the day before, you know, everything had to be kind of planned out months in advance. And I think my school at the time actually did get to do, flew out to New York and did the Thanksgiving Day parade several years later. We got another bird. That's pretty cool. So that was cool. That was cool for them to do that. Sorry for bumping the camera there. But I mean, when I say those things are planned out years in advance, you know, it's usually planned out 3 or 4 years in advance, and they go, okay, guys, you know, we need to get out there, and, you know, so we got to start saving money and putting down deposits and, you know, for hotels and flights and all that kind of stuff. And it's a huge undertaking, so I give my hat out to all those people that have to coordinate that thing, you know, just to get there. And, I mean, even for those parades, you have to be out there like the night before. I mean, the effort for that parade is insane, or pretty much any parade. All right, James Worthy, my favorite player of all time. Clyde Drexler. Wait, did I? For a minute, I thought I saw something. I thought I saw possibly a hologram. We have Kevin Willis of the Hawks. Burkowski. Patrick Ewing again. Man, this is pretty brutal. My luck will be in this last stack. We'll get the Jordan we're looking for. Harvey. The Grant twins. So we have the Thompson twins out now in the league, and then we have the Grant twins. Have we had any other twins in the... Oh, we have a holo. Look at that. And it's a Jordan. That is absolutely awesome. It is the MVP. Is this number 1 or number 4? It is AW4. Look at that. That is absolutely awesome. And it's looking pretty good too. I don't see any dings or anything missing. So we haven't gotten a Jordan base, but we got a Jordan holo, which, in all honesty, I think that's actually pretty better. Pretty better. That's I think that's better. I'm just gonna words are just coming out of my mouth. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Tim Hardaway, Rex Chapman, Terry Porter. So we got a holo. I think I opened one of these boxes earlier this year, and I got like 6 Stocktons or something like that. But I don't think I did it on camera. So now, if I can only get 6 holos of Michael Jordan here, that'd be fantastic. We have a Malone. Wasn't this the year where he like stuck his hand up and blocked like a 3-point shot to lose the All-Star game or some mess like that? It's little things like that I remember, but I don't remember, you know, what I ate for lunch today. Mookie. Ala Abelnabi. Oh, 2 packs left. I thought we had 1 more to go. Only in this stack. They just kind of sneak up on you there. We are pretty much at the 30-minute mark. So, I apologize for keeping you here for longer. Well, we have Stockton. Dominique. Oh, we have Sadale 3. Maurice Cheeks. Gerald Wilkins. Buck Williams. Kenny Walker. So, still haven't seen Sean Kemp. Haven't seen Alonzo Mourning rookie. Not Alonzo Mourning. I mean, Dikembe Mutombo. So there's quite a few guys we just haven't seen. Victor. What was it? I don't think we've seen a David Robinson base here yet either, have we? Fat Lever. Larry Drew. Mark Price. Kenny Smith. All right. So we've had some pretty decent cards. We are down to our last stack here, folks, but we do have some hits to go over later on. We'll put that over there. Oh well. It's a holo, so it's just going to reflect that light regardless, I guess. Alright, we have Hershey Hawkins. Chris Mullin. Now we have another Jordan. Another Jordan checklist. So we're going to get every card but a base Jordan. We have a Jordan checklist. We have Jordan versus Magic. We have a Jordan Holo. We even had a Jordan All-Star checklist, which had a little ding in the corner. Oh, D. Brown. Checklists. Oh. Wayman Tisdale. And then Kendall Gill and Charles Jones. I don't think we even got a Jordan All-Star, did we? I don't think so. Oh, Parrish. Kevin Johnson. Look. Byron Scott. I think that's the first Byron I've seen. We got a Herb Williams and a Del Curry. I think he's he can definitely prove that he's got shooting in his blood. Alright. We got David Robinson All-Star. Then we have a Bird. Then we have Will Perdue. I think he got punched by Michael Jordan once. Mookie Greenwood. Tony Campbell and Chris Jackson. Before the name change. What was it? Alvin Robinson? Anyway. We have Magic Johnson again. Michael Smith. Olden Polynice. Vinnie Jones. I've got some different names here. Rex Chapman. And Bobby Hansen. Wow. Alright, 5 or 6 packs left to go. Once again, we have hit a Jordan checklist. That is quite funny. Tom Chambers, Reggie Lewis, rest in peace. We got another checklist. Oh man, look at that power. Is that a mullet or is he just short-haired? It just looked like that. It just keeps on going. Oh, we have our David Robinson base. That gives me hope If we got a David Robinson base, maybe a Jordan is soon to follow. Now, I did open a Skybox box a few months ago. I pulled like 3 or 4 Jordans, maybe even 5. That was pretty cool. Man, this is probably the dustiest pack. All right, we have 3 packs to go. Let's go for something good here. I mean, we have some pretty decent hits. That Jordan HOLO was absolutely awesome. We got a Bird checklist. I think that was our 3rd or 4th one. Then we have a Clyde Drexler. Reggie Williams. Tyrone Corbin, and then Drazen Petrovic with a huge roller line right down the middle. Look at that. It's even got a little crimp down the middle. So, wow, that's woo. Hopefully, if we find a Jordan, it will not have that. Alright. Terry Porter. Scottie Pippen. We got our first Scottie. And we have John Stockton. Oh, we got 2 John Stocktons. Anthony Donner. Another Kendall Gill. And lastly, we have a Greg Anderson. Okay. Alright, down to our last pack. We're going to look for some last pack magic here. Maybe get one. You see the line right down here, down the front. That's where you can see how, I don't know if you guys can see that, but right down here is where you can kind of see where the line went right down. Which has caused that. But hopefully the Jordan is not there. Hopefully we'll get a Jordan or another Jordan HOLO. If not, that's okay. Okay, we have a Dominique Wilkins checklist. We have a John Stockton All-Star. We have a Scott Skiles. Eldon Campbell, I think that's the first one we got of him. Then we have a John Hornacek. Then a Derek Harper. Steve Kerr. Then we have a Greg Kite. Then we have a Dave Jamerson. Walter Davis. And our last 2, Antoine Carr and Herb Williams. So, we were not fortunate to pull a Jordan base card. That is quite interesting. But we did pull some other Jordans, especially in the world of the checklist. Wow, we got so many of those. We pulled 1, 2. Oh, we pulled only 3. Man, I thought we pulled 4. So we pulled 3 Jordan checklists. We pulled 2 of the Magic Johnson's versus Michael Jordan cards. We pulled a Larry Johnson rookie, which is pretty cool. And I think the hit of this particular rip was the Michael Jordan HOLO MVP AW4. Man, if that grades well, I think that can go for maybe like $100 or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but these things are they're graded incredibly rough. I think the nice folks at PSA are trying their best to be really, really tough on the Michael Jordan cards, because I know mine came back 8s and 9s, and I know some of them were off-centered and all that kind of stuff. But I do know another guy who submitted some Michael Jordans, and he got 8s and 9s as well. Not saying it's impossible to get a 10, but I think they graded just a little bit tougher. That's just my particular theory. Anyway, we hit the 40-minute mark, so just barely past the 30-minute mark. But thanks so much for watching. What did you guys think about this particular rip? This old school rip of the 1990, 1991, 1992 Upper Deck NBA basketball. To be completely honest, I had an absolute blast. I had so much fun ripping these. It was a huge wave of nostalgia. I do have some more of these lying around, so I'll be opening more of these in the future, probably over the next few months. I try not to do them too often because then I'll get bored. And at the same time, these create such a huge stack of cards. I'll show you the stack of cards that it generates. It becomes a little bit of a nightmare to try and put them away. If you saw this room, you would just go, golly, this is insane. But anyway, I do enjoy opening these things up, sharing experience with you guys. I'll probably look at some of the other base cards like the Barkley and Stocktons and all those guys and see if those guys are worth keeping. But this was a whole lot of fun. These were the ones I thought would hit. What do you guys think? I think that HOLO was the best one, but tell me if you thought any of the other ones were better. Anyway, that's it for me. Thanks so much. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Eat some turkey. Eat some mashed potatoes. Go into a food coma. Watch some football. If you're a Cowboys fan, but root for the 49ers. I think the Lions are going to win as well. So, anyway, it's a whole lot of fun. Thanksgiving's for a good time to spend time with family, friends, what have you. Go out, play some football. Go out shopping if you think you can handle the crowds, or just buy online. It doesn't matter. It's all good. But ultimately, just have fun. With that, if you like this video, once again, hit that like button. And if you want to see more videos like these, hit that subscribe button as well. Okay, that's it for me for tonight. Thanks so much. Have a good one.